So let's bring in Mark Eiglarsh, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. Mark, you just heard the latest in this case. There's also one other piece of information that has come in, which says back in September, campus security sent out what is known as a vandal alert to staff and students with the subject line "threat with knife," notifying the community of the alarming incident. The Moscow Police Department received a report that a group of students was walking and were threatened by, quote, a person with a knife. May be relevant, may not be relevant. Your take on where this case stands right now, Mark?
Well, what jumps out at me is that when they come out and they say that it was an isolated, targeted attack, either this is one of those scenarios where they're trying to make everybody calm down. They don't really know that for sure, but they want to stop the mass exodus of students and the fear that's permeating that campus. Or what I really suspect is they're going to announce very soon some real-time, extreme evidence to show why they believe that this was isolated and that nobody has to worry about any further attacks.
You know, I mean, it seems that they know something about this that they're not sharing yet. And it's good news that there's going to be a news conference. We obviously want their investigation to be protected, and to the extent that it needs to be. I spoke with the mayor of the town yesterday. Here's what he said.
They know something from the crime scene and the nature of the crime that they have not shared with the rest of us. And that is because they're wishing to protect the integrity of the investigation, eventual prosecution, and also to prevent the perpetrator from understanding the direction and progress in the investigation as well.
You know, it's a strange and absolutely horrible crime. I can't imagine what the families of these kids are going through right now, Mark. But, you know, yeah. What's your best assessment of the type of what you think played out here, whether it was one of them, you know, a murder-suicide perhaps, or whether it was somebody from the outside?
Martha, I know that we want to speculate, but I'm not going to do it. In fact, I'm going to ask that people respect what the family is going through. Imagine it's one of your loved ones. It's one of your children at school. What they're having to hear from people suggesting maybe erroneously that it had something to do with drugs or some type of nefarious conduct. I encourage people not to speculate. And also, I applaud the mayor for putting that statement out to perhaps help people understand that you got to wait and don't expect the police to tell you everything. They've got to hold things close to their vest, because if they reveal it to us, they are compromising their investigation.
Mark, thank you. Hopefully we'll get more information in a couple of hours from this news conference, and hopefully they have figured out who did this.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.